What's going on, guys? It's Cal here from Buffalo Sports Center. Today we are doing our first playoff prediction video. Again, super excited for the NFL playoffs. This is the wild card round. Let's hop right into it. First things first, we have two games Saturday. The first one is Saturday at 4:30. The Los Angeles Chargers head to Houston to take on the Texans. And this might be the game of the week. Again, you got a banged up Houston offense going against a Chargers team that has been consistently mediocre. This is a very hard one to pick, but I am going to take the Chargers to pull off the upset on the road. Again, the Texans are the higher seed. They won the division, all of that. I think this one could go either way. It's going to be really close, but I am picking the Chargers. Might be shocking to some, but starting off with a bang. Second game here, we have an absolute heater, a divisional matchup here. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens at 8 o'clock on Saturday night. I'm going to go with the Ravens here. The Steelers have been really slumping the last little bit of the season. Their offense looks stagnant, and their defense that was once, one of the best in the league this year has slowly kind of started to go down that hill. So I'm going to take the Ravens here again. I think the Ravens have a chance to win the Super Bowl. The Steelers, not so much. Again, I could see the Steelers win this, but I'm pretty sure the Ravens are going to win this one. So definitely feel better about this pick than the last one. Let's move on to the Sunday slate. 3 games on Sunday. Starting with my Buffalo Bills at home, taking on the Denver Broncos at 1 o'clock. I think we all expect the Bills to win this one. The only concern is the Bills' defense. The Bills' defense has looked pretty bad in the last couple of weeks. Again, they look good against the Jets, but other than that, they have really stumbled. We can't really look at last week for the Bills because they were playing all their backups, and we can't really look at last week for the Broncos either because they were playing all of the Chiefs' backups. So, again, we'll see what happens in this game. Denver will definitely hang around in there for a little bit, but I think the Bills pull away at the end and get the win. Moving on to our second game Sunday, it is at 4:30. We have the Green Bay Packers coming into Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. This one should be a fun one. I am going to take the Philadelphia Eagles, though, to win this one at home. It's going to be close. Again, the Packers are one of those teams that they could look really good, but Christian Watson out for the year. Yeah, it's not looking great. Again, you need Jalen Hurts back in there for the Eagles. You can't be having backup quarterbacks. That would completely throw things off. But I am going to take the Eagles here as long as their offense is healthy. And then, of course, Saquon has just had a monster year. Could potentially be MVP again. I think Allen and Lamar would finish 1 and 2 ahead of him. But he's definitely a third runner-up, I guess, for the MVP. And I will take Philadelphia in this one. Our last game on Sunday is 8 o'clock. This one is on NBC. We have the Washington Commanders in Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. And these are two teams that you never know what you're going to get, right? The Commanders could be, one of the best teams in the league or very mediocre. The Buccaneers could be one of the best teams in the league or very bad, right? We've seen two sides of each of these teams. It is in Tampa Bay, so Tampa Bay is the home team. They get home field advantage, but I don't think it's going to matter. Again, Tampa Bay they haven't looked as good as the Commanders down the stretch. So I will take the Washington Commanders to win this one by probably a touchdown, but I think it is really close to start. I just think Washington pulls away at the end. Now let's move on to our last game of the week. This is a Monday game. I know some people don't like playoff games on Monday. Don't worry, this is the last Monday night game of the year. We have the Minnesota Vikings going into LA to take on the Rams. And again, Minnesota looked really, really bad against the Lions. They could have won that game. They could have had a bye. They could have been chilling this week. Instead, they get crushed by the Lions, and now they got to go ship out to LA to play the Rams. You never know what team you're getting with the Rams, right? The Rams have such good receivers. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Matthew Stafford, as old as he is, he's still a veteran presence and still having a very good year. That Rams defense could turn up. That Rams defense could also play really bad, as we've seen many times this year. They get scored on a bunch. I am going to take the Vikings to bounce back, though. I think this is a close game. I think it's a very fun game. I think it's a back-and-forth, high-scoring game, even though the Vikings defense is really good. Again, they didn't look good against the Lions, so I think they continue to stumble a little bit, but their stumbling is definitely a little bit better than the average defense. So I'm going to take the Vikings to bounce back. So recapping my picks, I have the Chargers winning in Houston. I have the Ravens, a home win against the Steelers. I have the Bills, a home win against the Broncos. The Eagles, a home win against the Packers. The Commanders, an away win in Tampa Bay. And the Vikings, an away win in Los Angeles. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys agree, disagree. Be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe. And have a good one. We're going to be uploading daily content as the playoffs go on. So have a good one, guys, and peace out.